Hello, everybody. Thank you for jumping in for today. We'll just give it a few more moments for some others to jump in. If there's any issues with audio or visuals, just let me know in the questions section so we can get that sorted out as soon as possible for you. Hello to those of you who have just joined us. We'll be beginning shortly, just waiting on a few more registrants to jump in as we have quite a few people registered for today, but won't be too long. If there is any issues with audio, video, or the visuals, please do let us know through the questions section. But otherwise, we'll just be a few more moments and then we'll jump in and get started. Thank you so much. All right, we'll jump in and get started then. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending today. We do really appreciate it. For today's session, we'll be going through our Turbo Talent Navigator. So that is our new little platform as part of our Navigator tools to help you speeding up your recruitment for your business. In today's session, we'll be going over some of the features, so how to create a job listing, how to view and edit any of the applicants that you have for any of those roles, adding in their info, any notes and documents, allocating permissions to non-administrators to allow them to access as well, and of course, how to download some of the templates that we have available on the system in that section for things like interviews, letters of offer, and job descriptions. Okay, so we'll jump right in. If you can see my screen here, I'm on my Bright HR homepage. If I come down the side here, there is two places I can find the Turbo Talent, or also labeled recruitment. Just here, it does have its own tab. Otherwise, we can also find it in our Navigators tab here. So I'll pop straight into recruitment on the side here. Brilliant. So here, this is our Turbo Talent page. Our options for tabs up the top, the main page, the jobs we have listed, and any permissions. So who we've given access to. Scrolling down the page, of course, as always, we have contact numbers for the team on the side here to reach out for assistance. The option to create any new jobs, the listings, and to view them all. And we can currently see I have 6 unfulfilled jobs and 0 filled jobs. Below that, we have our templates for job description, which we can download directly from here. Handbook for holding recruitment interviews, always handy, which we can download right here. And of course, an offer letter template. You'll also have your bright lightning located at the bottom of the page here for any quick HR questions from our legal team. All right, so we'll jump in and we'll create a job first off. We'll then go in to add an applicant and see what we can do with our applicants and those roles once we've created them. To create one, we'll just click straight into create a job. Again, it will give you a little warning just to let you know only admins and users who've been granted permission will be able to use this. So we can come in and give our job a title. Let's say we're looking for a manager. Our job description, keep this simple. Oh, if I can spell. Our job type, so that is in terms of full-time, part-time, fixed term, casual, voluntary, freelance, and temporary. Let's say this one is full-time. The amount of experience in years that we would require for the role. Let's say 2. And then our pay range. So we can put it in as a range, minimum to maximum, hourly, daily, or annually. An exact amount, or not specified. Let's pop in a range for today. Just say 25 to 40 as an hourly rate. We'll then save that one there. And that is now saved in our system. I can immediately come in now and add an applicant to that job role. I can go straight back in to see all jobs, or I can go and create another. So today I'll pop in to add an applicant immediately. We'll say I have the job and somebody has immediately applied. I'll come in and pop in their first name. Last name and email. Their contact, although it is not required. And their source. Again, not required, but can be, of course, very handy for your recruitment. So we can list exactly where they came to us from. Let's say that was Indeed. And create. By creating that person, it has added their details to this job role. They now have their own profile through here. I can come and access that information. I can add any notes on this person. Say they've come in for an interview and they were fantastically presented and made a fantastic first impression, but possibly with more details. And save. So now anybody who has access to this platform will be able to come through and see that information. So especially if we have multiple roles within the organisation, as we are bringing new people on board, we can keep that flow through of information available to all. I also have the option of files. So we can come in, attach any of their CVs, certifications and qualifications if relevant, as well as, of course, their resumes, cover letters, anything we need to do with the role, we can add in here to keep it all together. As well, we can come through as this person progresses. We can come in and have them as applied, shortlisted, awaiting response, first stage, second stage, and so on. Even if they are not hired for the role, we can add them in as offer declined, withdrew, rejected, or talent pool to keep them in our system for future use. We can, of course, come in and edit any of these details at any time as required. Now you'll see our little process line at the top here. If I click back into the role itself, I can come in and see any applicants for that role, any of the details. I can come in to edit any of the details on that job as well and see everything as a quick overall. Once that position has been filled, we can mark that off as filled so that it will not be a current active recruitment role on our system. Any of the jobs that we are currently hiring for and have listed will show up here, and any of those applicants, so we can click into each one to check on those details. All right. Now the last feature on here is, of course, those permissions. Now, all administrators in the system will automatically have access to this area. They are the only ones we cannot hide items from in the system. But in here, we have the option to come in and allow access to anybody who is required to access this area. We may have office admin who do not require access to anybody else's files, but are involved in talent and recruitment. Or other managers who we normally wouldn't have accessing most things, but we want in here. We can come in and select them as an eligible employee. We simply click in here and select whoever needs to have access. I'll just say I need manager in there for now. I can update my employees and they will now have access from their side. Now keep in mind this platform is currently internal. It will not advertise to other job posting sites such as Indeed, Seek and so on. But we can use any of the templated information from here to use in those platforms, of course. And we can always take any of the applicants we get from those platforms, record where they came from in here. So at the moment, it is to keep track and record all of that information and keep everybody on the same page with the same information and keep our trail going. Well, that is pretty much everything from me. Does anybody have any questions at all or anything you'd like to look into? Just let me know in the question section and we'll drill in through there. As well, if anybody did miss some of the session for today, do not fret. You will receive a recording from the GoToWebinar system of today's session. Of course, we will run this ongoing as well. Give that a few moments if anybody would like to pop anything in. I'm just going to pop in and say, mark that role as fulfilled. We'll mark our lovely employee person as hired. And mark the position as filled. Perfect. So that's taken that off our list as well, as it's no longer active. And we have 1 filled job and 6 unfulfilled. When adding any documents to any of those employees, we'll come in, go into the applicants, into their files, and then we can browse to upload our files, select what we're after, and upload like so. Of course, we can add as many as we need. To delete that one, I'll simply delete. All right. Well, if we don't have any questions for today, we will finish up here. Now, keep in mind, you can always reach out to myself and my team through the phone or via email. We're always happy to help out with any of your questions around Turbo Talent or any of the rest of the system. Just reach out and we'll be here to assist. If you'd like to register for any of our other webinars, again, just reach out. Same way as you applied for today, you can register for any of our webinars for the system, jump in or watch the recording. We'll be happy to have you. Thank you again for your time, and I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your week and a fantastic holidays. Bye.